Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the Brooklyn Beats and the Columbus Explorers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Brooklyn Beats and the Columbus Explorers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Columbus Ball Club entering play. They have certainly got... Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top? He's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
Now it's Dorsett. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. From the gun, Hartley. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave what the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter. All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Anderson now from the gun on 3rd down. And hauled in by the tight end Miller. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Anderson operating from the gun. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. On 1st and 10, Anderson. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Anderson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 4 yards the pickup. First down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 9.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. To throw is Anderson on 1st and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one a 14-yard play, and it keeps this drive moving.
Check 56.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. To throw on 3rd down. Anderson. This is caught. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1.
60 outlaw. Get it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Let him know, let him know.
Anderson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. Anderson. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And right now, a lot to like on that screen. They've wrapped up the division, now currently sitting in the coveted number 2 spot. Of course, you want one. You'd love number 1, but if you can't have one, number 2 is pretty good.
I agree with you totally, and here's the other part, too. The really good teams, the really confident teams, they're not as worried about being number 1. 2 is fine because they feel like they can go on the road and win against number 1 if they absolutely have to. The big thing, though, is clinching one of those early buys and able to sit and get a little rest as the playoffs begin.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Hartley, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here's the home side to take over on offense. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This quarterback now 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Anderson looking to throw on 2nd down. And he rifles one incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So here are visitors to take over on offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. 2nd and 2. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there. First down. Back to throw. Hartley. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
That's a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw. Hartley, he finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll be second down. Back to throw. Hartley. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This will be caught at about the 6.
On the ball! On the ball!
So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. It is the final weekend of the regular season, final day of the calendar year as well. A lot of action to update you on, so let's get right to it. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat, and it's the Ravens who have the lead in that one. The Ravens looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. From there, we're off to check out another game, and they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. The Steelers still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville, see what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. In that matchup, all even in their battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
Let's go.
So here's the home side to take over on offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Anderson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. 18 yards and a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
10 logo. Watch QB drop. We grip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Come on, set, 8, read.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Anderson to throw on second down. Looking deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
You got three.
Anderson now on third down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And they'll send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Let's go, Buck.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
We gotta get to the ball, team. We gotta get to the ball.
Snap.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
30 base.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Now Dorsett. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Dorsett. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. On the give, this is Dorsett. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. From the gun on 3rd down. Hartley. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt it.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Still a few inches short of the first down as they come up now on second down. Second down and inches. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. On 1st and 10, Hartley. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 5th catch of the game for him there. Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Paul bringing it in. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. And they hand it off to Dorsett. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Looking to throw. Hartley. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better. And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Hartley. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 13 yards out. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. And they use that height on the outside to get the score. We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination. Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's 17-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Set. 18 Gator.
Watch aim. Watch aim. Single.
Spike.
Now Anderson throwing on first down. This is Miller, complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 10, a minute 56 to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Hartley over the middle, complete. It's Paul. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Hartley. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on first. 2nd and 4. Dorsett making the catch. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Hartley firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Back to throw. Hartley.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. And the pressure gets to him again. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Let's go.
Get it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right now.
And they take a knee. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though.